Now let's see the insertion of furniture elements. Designing a kitchen. I'll start with this working wall that I have already selected. This time I'm not going to open the fast element archive, but this one. The libraries are the same. However, the method of inserting elements is slightly different, and for modular furniture it is the most convenient here. I click here, and by default, I've loaded the kitchen model. While below, we can find the accessories common to all the models seen before, with window doors, accessories, etc. Let's go back to the current model, and click on Model Selection. Here, you can see access to all ArredoCAD's generic and modular libraries that allow me to reproduce the models of any company. Here you will find the complements of the partner companies that we have downloaded and installed. If I have not done it yet, click here on Install. Partners Libraries. I can select a partner or more partners to install. I can click on Install. Then I have to close ArredoCAD and open it again, and the libraries I've installed will appear in the screen. Let's enter the modular furniture libraries. Here you have several options: modern kitchens with channel, transitional kitchens, wardrobes, bedrooms, children's rooms, walk-in closets, living areas, bathrooms and other models. Let's choose kitchens with channel and click OK. I can configure the measures of all the elements of my kitchen and also save a configuration according to the company I am working with. For example, I can make changes to this library or confirm the measures set by default, pressing OK. Here I can choose the colors of my kitchen and especially the type of door. This is one of the most important choices because the door is what makes the difference between one kitchen model and another. And here I have so many types: smooth, with frame, integrated handles, doors with slats, with frame and raised panel, etc. Now, I can choose smooth doors. With double click, I can choose the color of the structure. Here I have a wide choice too. If I open the lacquered colors, I have the whole RAL scale, NCS or Pantone. Here there are a lot of wood types too. Let's open this folder here and choose this finish. I can do the same for the door color, so I'll click on this finish. Here you can see the last choice made. Double click. I can do the same for the color of the drawers. And so on. To change other elements, I can open this configurator at any time. Let's confirm with OK. Here you can see now another kitchen model. That is kitchens with channel. Here I have this red cursor that I can move by clicking. With the right mouse button, I can change the insertion direction and begin to insert the elements. From here I can open the tool units. Choose the height, the depth, and open the corner tool units. Open the folder with width 600 and select this one with width 1200. I can insert it with a double click where the red cursor is positioned. Then I can choose a tool unit for oven and make double click. Here there are so many. Tool units for fridge. Double click again to insert it. Click on Exit to select another working wall. Then click on this working wall. I can select this one. Here I can already see my kitchen in 3D as I design it. Right button to stop navigating. I can click here on Elevation View. Actually, I can insert the elements using the Quick Insertion library. So, I can open the base units with channel, choose the height and the depth. I can choose the base unit for sink. For example, this one with 2 drawers with width 120. Double click to insert it. If I drag it to the tool unit, ArredoCAD can automatically position it in the correct way. Right mouse button. I'll choose now a base unit for hob and oven. For example, this one with 2 drawers and width 120. Double click. I can change the hook point from the right to the left and then click here. Right mouse button. I can insert a base unit with 2 drawers and width 120. Right mouse button. I can close the folder with base units and open the one with wall units. Here I can choose the height too and insert a wall unit with plate rack with width 90 centimeters. Double click. I'm also going to drag it to the tool unit. And ArredoCAD can insert it correctly. Right mouse button. If here I need to change the measure to 1200, I can double click on the element and click here on the width and change it. The element is parametric, so it is not stretched, but it is rebuilt with the new measures. Later we will see how to scale or change the measures of an element. Let's insert a hood that you can find in common accessories. You can see several manufacturers. I'll open the folder of Alika. Wall hood. I'll select one. Here there are a lot of hoods. Let's select this one with width 120. Double click. I can insert it here and show you how to move it to the top. Right mouse button. Let's insert another wall unit, clicking on current model. Let's open the folder with wall units, 1 door, 2 doors. Let's select this one with width 60. Here you can see the measure. You can always choose the opening direction. Double click and I can position it next to the hood. Then I'll choose another one, with glass for example, again 60. Double click and I can position it next to the previous one. Right mouse button. I can insert filler panels. So for the wall units I can select this filler panel. Double click. Then you can decide if you want the panel with or without sides. The width here must be, I see it below, 316. Press OK. I will do the same for the base units. So let's open the folder of the base units. I can select this filler panel. Without side, 316. Right mouse button. I can open this folder again in the other list elements to insert tops and plinths. Here you see that you can change the working wall, also pressing these keys here once you have selected it, at least once as a working wall. From here I can open the folder Linear Kitchen Elements, where I can find tops, upstands, plinths, etc. All the elements are inserted automatically, as well as the appliances and the electrical equipment, water and gas installation. I will show you shortly how to insert the top that will be inserted on both sides of the kitchen. In this case, there are tool units on one wall, but if there were wall units and base units, it would be inserted on both sides. So it is the element that should be inserted once we have completed the kitchen. Here there are many types, because with ArredoCAD, I can design and furnish any room with plenty of details. I'll choose for example the worktop with 45 edge. Just double click. Here I have a lot of options available. I will choose finishes too. Let's select this one for example, and click on OK. I can choose if the worktop should be flush with the cabinet, and again click on OK. ArredoCAD automatically can insert the worktop on the whole kitchen. I can close the folder of worktops, open the one with plinths and choose the first one of the list with a double click. Let's choose aluminum. Then I can select the color of the kitchen, double click and automatic insertion. A click on OK, and the plinth is inserted along the whole kitchen. both here and on the other wall. Imagine instead that we want the plinth to be the same color as the kitchen. We can do it after closing the elements list with a drag and drop from the 3D window by clicking here and using the pick button to immediately recall the color of the kitchen and drag the texture on the plinth elements. In this way here. Then click again on the same icon to close this window. I'm going to open the element list again and open the folder with sinks. Place the cursor on the sink base unit. In this way here. Of course, the sink and the hob should be inserted after inserting the worktop. Here there are many types of sinks. I'm going to open the folder Sinks with 2 bowls and drainer. Double click. There are many types. I'll choose this one. Double click. I can choose the color. Black, for example. I want the bowls on the left, so that the drainer is on the right, centered on base unit. I can position the cursor again on the left to insert the faucet. Then I'm going to close the folder with sinks. I open the one with taps. In this case too, there are really a lot of taps that you can choose. Let's take this one. Double click. Black finishing for the tap too. Then I'll move it to the center of the 2 bowls. Right mouse button. Move element, a command that we will see later in detail. Right mouse button. I'm going to open the element list again and open the folder with household appliances, cooking hobs, multi-brand hobs. Move the cursor on the base unit for hob and oven. I'll choose these hobs with 68, electric. For example, AEG, I'll choose this one with double click. Centered on base unit, a click on OK. I'll change the wall, place the red cursor here. I'll open the folder with ovens. There are different types of ovens. I'm going to choose the multi-brand ovens. Double click. There are so many. Let's choose Bosch and take this one. Double click and automatically ArredoCAD can put the oven in the correct position. I'll click on exit and visualize the kitchen in 3D window. Here I can create the hole for the sink. And at this point, I can activate this wall and insert the electrical equipment. Gas and plumbing installation automatically. I can click here to macro, then on the first item, macro for kitchens, then on scheme for electrical equipment, water and gas installation. I'll press OK, and automatically, ArredoCAD can insert sockets for hoods and hobs or holes into the walls to drain water, near the sink, etc., with all measurements displayed automatically. If I click on layers, I can see that a layer for constraints has been automatically created so that you can decide whether to display or hide sockets, holes for draining, etc. Another very interesting option is the possibility to automatically insert kitchen items using the macro function again. A click on automatic insertion of kitchen items, a click on OK, and another click on OK. Here I'm going to select all items types and press OK. If needed, I can move, replace or delete them pressing cancel, and so on. If you would like to change some colors of the kitchen, I can recall the initial table, clicking here on Model, Main Table of Model Finishes. For example, I would not like an L profile channel but a flat channel, and the channel must be the same color as the kitchen. A click on OK, and the changes will be applied to the whole kitchen. I can also delete handles. Here, for example, there are handles. I can click on macro for kitchens, on erase handles. and then I can press OK. I would like to show you the folder with furniture parts. Here you can find all the components to build any type of furniture. And to customize it, you can assemble boxes, fronts, and shelves in a fully customized way to create, for example, a base that is not contained in the ArredoCAD archives. Then I can also import a kitchen, created with software provided by manufacturing companies that you usually work with and make a quotation. However, they usually have the limitation that you could design only the kitchen of a certain company. I can import a kitchen in different formats. You can see the list here: 3D DWG, 3DS, OBJ, SKP. And then once imported, it is possible to design the rest of the house and render your project. Note also that the projects of ArredoCAD can be exported separately in various formats, including SKP, DWG, OBJ, and interface with other software. Let's insert some complements and matching them to this wall here. Here in the folder with common accessories you can find design items, tables, chairs, etc. This is the generic library of ArredoCAD. In this case, it is much more useful to use this searching function to find design items. Here you can search an item using a keyword or these preset categories. For example, if I want a square or a rectangular table, I can open the corresponding folder and see not only all the tables of the generic libraries of ArredoCAD, but also all those of the partner companies that have been downloaded, as well as the design items of the partner companies that have not been downloaded yet and that are marked with this symbol. Scroll with the mouse to see them. I can also select a manufacturer, like for example DeSalto, and choose the fixed skin table 100 by 200. I can select it and press OK. I'll drop it here. I'm going to insert it in plan view, and with a click, here I can choose a finish like metals, then ceramics for the top. And here I can select this black marble. Double click. Right mouse button. Please note that I no longer see kitchen elements clicking on current model, but I can see all DeSalto products. To recall the kitchen model, click on Model, choose Model in Composition, and click on Kitchens with Channel. I'm going to click on the search function again, and on Chairs. If I take a partner that has not yet been downloaded, for example this one, and I click on OK, automatically the window to download and install the partner's libraries appears. Otherwise, from here I can choose Multini and select this chair here, glove, and press OK. I'll insert the chair that I can rotate using the tab key on the keyboard. I'll insert it here. I can choose a finish. For example, leather, Pandora, and click on this one. Right mouse button. I can also insert a pendant. So I'm going to open the searching function. I'll click on the folder Lighting, Pendants, I'll select a manufacturer floss, for example, and I can scroll through the items. Then I can this one, Sky Garden 2, and press OK. In this case, I can put it in the center of the table and choose this finish. Right mouse button, a clock on elevation view, Right mouse button to activate the function Move Element and move it up to the ceiling. Activating the function Orthogonal Move. Then we are going to see how to move, rotate and copy objects in the next chapter. If I would like to start inserting furniture of a living area now, I would return here on Model, Main Model. And from here I could choose living rooms to configure it.